nothing's ever gonna bring me down. This feeling got me flying high as a bird. I may never touch the ground. It may not be my birthday, but I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate, 'cause it's a good day, good life. I just wanna celebrate all night.
We just pulled up in probably one of the coolest, uncool little campgrounds, but we love these kind. It's off the interstate, and I don't know the name of it.
Hitching Post.
Hitching Post in
Cottondale, yeah,
Cottondale, Florida. And the lady that runs this place started this a few years ago. Her husband passed away a year and a half in, and then the Hurricane Michael came through a month later after he passed and knocked a bunch of trees down and stuff. But so she's been running it by herself, and super nice lady, super just outgoing. And she said the business has actually been down because of the pandemic, which is crazy because everywhere we go, everybody is so full. And we've been, since leaving Texas, we've been finding a little more room, it seems like.
Yeah.
Granted, it's been the week,
Yeah.
but it's what, Thursday? It's coming up to the weekend. So anyway, we're giving her a plug here because she's got all these sites open, and there's pull-throughs. They're not paved or anything, but it's just really, it's nice gravel. Some of them are nice gravel, some of them are a little bit more dirt. We're on a kind of a nice gravel one, but she's got full hookups. Passport America, 30 bucks a night. She's got great weekly and monthly rates, and she's got animals that you can feed. She's got all kinds of land you can roam around on. She's like super outgoing about pretty much just run around the land. If you got four-wheelers, the neighbors over there, yeah, the neighbors have a four-wheeler, you can ride them around. You get that feeling when you come in here, like she really wants you to just hang out here. Yeah, enjoy yourself. And the nicest lady. If you're working from home, we'll step over here. We're right next to our rig. I asked her about cell service because I seen this tower, but I said, what one is that? She said all of them. She's like, all of them come in. Look at this. You're literally right underneath the cell tower. So our pointing internet antenna right there is just, I don't know, 100 feet from, so we better get really good service. But this is wonderful. And I love pulling into places like this where she says that checking in, checking out, don't worry about that.
Yep.
You know,
early check-in or late check-out, as long as you just let her know she'll work with you.
And it was a pick a site. I know if she was busy, that would, you know, there'd be certain sites if things were all reserved, but there's a lot open here, and she said just pick any site you find, and you're welcome to stay in the back ends or the pull-throughs or whatever. So Aiden's getting things checked out here. He's getting ready to go. You checking for bees?
No, I'm scared of bees. I've never done.
He's very careful when he opens those because I told him always look. But we're gonna go ahead and get things set up, and just had to take a minute and just gaze around here. But we're gonna get things set up, and skies are blue, no clouds,
No rain.
no rain, no tornadoes. They've had it come through, but we're just gonna enjoy tonight, tomorrow, Tampa for over a week.
9 days.
9 days. We're parking. Got distracted from setting up. Made it as far as the jacks. And then we got the rug out. And then we found the football.
I'll throw it to you.
Oh! Playing football on the shitter. Or on the septic. Aiden, was that weird going uphill? Huh? Yeah. He was running up the hill tripping. Here. Hi!
My leg is loud. You're so short.
I know, he probably offended you.
I noticed you both have the same hair color.
Yes. Was it Ringo that had the same?
Yeah, you have a real connection.
I do. It's my inner horse.
You know, we have a lot in common. A lot of people have claimed that I'm a horse's ass too. Has anyone ever said that?
I don't know, it was to your face, maybe not.
Hello. Are you okay? Do I have your permission to upload this to YouTube? We don't have any treat. We do have some, we have carrots.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we'll come out and feed them in a little while. And old bananas. We have old bananas. Oh. And she said that we can give them anything.
Cereal.
Yeah, which I don't know. You wouldn't want to.
I wouldn't do cereal. I'd do carrots and bananas.
Yeah, so we definitely got some food. We got some old bananas. So we'll come out here after dinner and feed them. Anytime. We just need one small hose is a good day. Aiden's gonna test the power first.
I think it's.
Should say 30.
Yeah, 30.
Go ahead and trip it. We got 2 yellows. That's a good circuit.
That should be okay.
Now we got power.
Okay.
Go ahead and close that. Give her a couple of twists just so that you're hooked in and you don't get a lot of pressure and then it comes off.
You're just about stretching.
We're just about all the way, yeah. I didn't think it was going to be that close.
Come here, over here.
There you go, you did it.
Look, eat that
Want to try
carrot.
the banana?
Yeah.
Okay, here, this one's.
Do it. Yeah.
Well,
She's
here.
eating everything.
There you go.
Oh, good horsey. Good horse. You're a horse. They're eating everything.
She's like a vacuum cleaner.
They eat everything. Really? You know, Mama. He's like a vacuum.
Okay, that's the deal.
I guess he's like a deal.
I don't know if we'll be welcome back here, but the horses will definitely be pulling for us.
Everything. He's like a vacuum cleaner. Why is this horse so big? Go ahead. Give me her. Wow! It's in tighter bag. No, that one would be good though.
The kids have named the bigger horse Vacuum Cleaner. Oh, the smaller horse is Vacuum Cleaner, my bad. So in all the time that we've been on the road, last year and this year, I've never actually had to wait in a line to get fuel. We had one truck ahead of us. I filled up like 10 minutes ago. We're still sitting here because he's inside. We've got a good line behind us. I feel like a real butthead myself because I'm just sitting here, but I can't get out. Can't go backwards, can't go forwards. We're just stuck sitting here and the clock's burning up. RVers always are supposed to get fueled and get out of the way for the truckers, but I've never actually held anybody up, but we're being held up here, so just gotta sit and wait it out. Something else I'll point out is we've got guys sitting in the lane next to us that have been washing their truck for the last 15 minutes and there's a line. It's just unbelievable. So I know RVers get this rap, but hey, we're in their way. We have fleet cards. We can't use those other pumps, so we have to be in this. But I'm seeing truckers doing some crazy business, like spending half the damn day in the store and over there washing their truck when there's lines of other fellow truckers waiting to get fuel and get back on the road. Unbelievable. All right, Big Blue, open up that turbo. Let's whistle. Where are we at, kids?
Lazydays in Tampa.
I want to hear it. Don't yell too loud, we don't get kicked out. We were going to start recording and now we have bagpipes. Where are we at, kids?
Lazydays in Tampa, Florida.
That's right. We're at Lazydays in Tampa, Florida. The nation's largest RV dealership, and it might even be the largest in the world. Why did we come here? Because we're gonna pick up our new oh, no. we're just looking. We're just looking. And I don't know, we even have bagpipes. It's really weird. I can't make this stuff up, I'm telling you, the weirdest things. But we're here at Lazydays. We are going to be just looking around at our next unit, what we're gonna have to jump into for more room. So we're gonna go ahead and walk. We're all the way on the other side of the park. We're literally, there's like hundreds of sites? Couple hundred.
300, I think.
300 sites. We're all the way as far as you can possibly get away. So we've got a lot of walking to do. This dealership is huge. A lot of people use golf cart to get around, and we got our feet. So it's good and warm out. And I think they said it's gonna be 90 today. Feels like it's maybe 80, but we're gonna go ahead and start heading that way and see what we can come across. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I'm so confused. Just gonna roll with it. Just gonna roll with it. What does it mean? Does it mean like somebody passed?
I don't know. I saw flowers.
Flowers?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't really know what's going on. I didn't know. Now, besides being the nation's largest dealership, they've also got a huge resort, which is where we're staying at for the next 9 days. They've got a huge service center, like it might be one of the largest in the country, as well as, what else do they have?
Fitness center.
Oh, well, fitness center and all that. They've got the accessory area, like a huge store with like everything you can imagine for RVing. So there's an awful lot here. It's kind of like a mecca for RVers to come and stay, shop, enjoy yourself, and that's what we're here for. We just wanted the opportunity to walk through a whole bunch of units and be able to see some different floor plans, not only with fifth wheels, but also Class A, C. We just want to see what's out there.
Where we are, there's not a large selection of the dealerships around us. They have a couple units you can go through, but as we've driven through the south, there's some of the larger ones seem like they have a lot more inventory.
Yeah, basically the word on the street is there's no or very low inventory. And up by us in Wisconsin, that is definitely what we're seeing. The lots are so empty. Yet down here, it's kind of funny because from Texas all the way to Florida, we have had just like all these Camping Worlds and all these other ones that their lots are just full, like absolutely full. Now, one thing I have noticed about this place is that a lot of the units say that they're pending sale. So I don't know if that means we'll be able to go in them or not, but a lot of the stuff is pending sale. So that might be something that we come across. We're just gonna go over and have a look and see what we can see. Yeah, there you go. That says it better than I could. World's largest RV dealership, over 1,500 RVs on 126 acres. We're finally here. Just had to walk around the Cracker Barrel, and we got a beautiful little entrance here. So we're finally gonna get to come and find our new home. Future. in a unit that salesman said was available, which there really isn't a lot available right now at all. Even here, it is absolutely crazy. Even though there's a lot of inventory sitting all over the lot, it's all sold or waiting to be delivered. So, but I think while we were sitting here, this one came in, it's brand new. So anyway, this one is pretty close to what we're looking at, and so we're gonna do just a brief run through because I think they're closing up pretty soon. I'll just do a brief run through of the inside here. Coming through the front door, got the bathroom or washroom right up here. It's got a really nice shower and toilet. There's a pretty decent amount of room. I mean, for what you get, it's not any bigger than what we have now. Shower is bigger. I kind of do like having the second entrance to the bedroom, but this one doesn't have that. Open up this door here. This is a queen. There is a 15,000 BTU air conditioner right here in the bedroom. There's two 13.5s on the rest of the unit. They are on a racetrack system, so you can run just one or the other. Queen size bed, which we actually prefer because we'd rather have more room to walk around. And you've got your wardrobe over there. Nice lighting. Decent setup. I really do like the fact that there's no carpet. Coming back through the door here. Got the main area. Nice little pantry over here. And they give you like this cabinet up here. Not sure, you know, what we could put up there, maybe some little shelves or something. One of the things we've seen in a couple other units is there's actually another place here to crawl up to kind of that bunk, which is nice in a way. This one doesn't necessarily have that. It is a little bit smaller, you know, living area because it is a 15-foot garage. And of course there's a nice bunk up here. I haven't even been up here yet, but Aiden seems to really like this area quite a bit. TV, fireplace, stereo, just a place to store other stuff. One thing I do like, and it's been nice today to see it, is that we were not sure what it would be like with the ladder staying out, because we wouldn't have to take the ladder down and put it up every single time, and it's not a problem at all, because the kids are mostly going through here, but even me, I can get through here no problem. So I don't mind this at all. This seems pretty decent.
You just watched my favorite movie. It's called Black Screen.
Yeah.
Look, my camera moving. My camera moving up there.
Well, you've got the TV that articulates down, and that's tied up right now, so yeah, you'd have to unstrap that. And there's a second bathroom over here, which is really nice. Very excited about this. Oh, it's got a tall ceiling in it too. We don't have a really wide angle lens. So you got automatic, the MaxxAir, they're automatic with rain sensor, so they'll close. I'd be putting the MaxxAir shields over them as well. I absolutely love those. And you've got a medicine cabinet here. This would be really nice with 4 boys. They'd have their own bathroom space, a sink, and you know, you probably wouldn't be able to keep a whole lot down there other than the toilet tabs, some toilet paper, and a few other cleaning supplies. But the thing that's really nice about this is there's wall space to hang hooks up there so that they can have hooks and they'd be able to hang towels and things. We never have enough places for them to hang towels. And your washer would go here and the dryer as well. And they did in this one mount this over to the side so you would be able to get that dryer in there as well. So again, this is a really nice unit, and we certainly like having more space and some of the fancy features, but there's got to be a lot more options, because you can't just look at 1 or 2 and be like, oh, that's perfect. you want to see a whole bunch of different things, and right now is definitely not a buyer's market. It is just crazy what COVID has done to the industry. So we're gonna look around here a little bit, make our way back to our old travel trailer, and just do some thinking and take a break, get some dinner. It's been a long day, even though we haven't really gotten a lot accomplished looking around here. There hasn't been that much to look at. It's crazy. So the wardrobe slide here has the Schwintek set up, and then you've got the rack and pinion on the two big ones. So there's 3 slide outs total. So many beautiful units, but I'm gonna have to just come back one of the other days we're here with the wide angle lens and do some walking around them. But everything is sold. So that's what's so puzzling, is like everywhere you look there's units everywhere, but everything is sold. So we're gonna try to walk back to the resort part. Hopefully we can get through over here, but it is strange, isn't it, walking through?
Yeah, I said knowing that they're sold or pending sale or delivery.
Yeah, there's so much inventory here, but I don't know, he didn't show us. Like, I'd still like to walk through some of these, so I think that's the plan. Is one of the other days, you know, we're still pretty shot from all the traveling we've been doing, and it was nice to hit this on the first day, but I think I'm gonna switch up the other camera, the other lens, and just do some walking around some of these different units. I don't even care at this point if they're sold. Part of the reason we're here is to look at what's out there.
Right, you could get a total different feeling when you're just looking online versus going in, you know, the units and seeing everything and
yeah.
all that.
Well. We've got another problem in the power box. So we keep blowing our 30 amp just from having the air conditioner on and the water heater, which for 2 years we've done many a times and not had any issues. And I don't think the water heater is actually powered. I don't think it was, but we've popped the fuse 3 times within about 15 minutes. Just keeps doing it over and over. We've gone through everything and there's nothing else plugged in. So this is gonna be the second time in 2 years. We just had a few weeks ago. We just had to about 2 weeks ago in Austin, Texas. We're digging out the 50 to 30 right here, and I'm gonna plug into the 50 because I'm tired of it. But we also are calling the front desk to tell them about the problem, because with us not being here, I just don't want there to actually somehow be a problem with our unit and have it not trip or whatnot. So I don't like switching over to the 50, but I can't have my air conditioner going out like this every couple of minutes. It's really hard for it to do that. So there we go, and I like to drape the cord over there. That way I can still kind of hang the cover just to keep the rain off. Second time, unbelievable. That's why you want to carry all these cables with you everywhere you go, because you want to have the ability to plug into 20, 30, and 50 depending on no matter what your rig takes. So she called, and
The customer service guy said that with their sites here, if you have your water heater and the AC going on 30 amp, that it pops for some reason here. So I told him we were going to switch over to 50 amp, and he said he'll put a work order in, but he said just to let you know, for our sites here, if you have both of them going, it will pop.
And it should not do that, because it comes down to the math behind it. When you get these parks and they say, well, at our place, if you run air conditioner and you plug in, you know, whatever, it's, you know, it's like, no, that's we, like, RVers, no, we travel, we go.
We do this all the time with air conditioner and the water heater running on 30.
Yeah.
There's never a problem.
We're gonna be on the 50 because I am not gonna deal with this being out and having our refrigerator's going too. But it's been going all night, so that doesn't even make any sense. Like, yeah. And it just, I really hate to come back in after switching things over and she gets off the phone and it's like, oh, it's normal, it does it, you know, it's how it. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong. Also, I will mention that we've been here for, I don't know, 15 hours or something like that, and had all these things running and it was just fine, and then all of a sudden we popped it about an hour ago, then not even, probably half hour ago, then it did it about 10 minutes later, then it did it 5 minutes later. It was 3 times in a very short, and it just keeps doing it. So that's the other thing that says, I think you've got a breaker issue. Alex, can you show us where we are?
Right there.
Pretty close.
Right there. That
There's
right
the pin.
There.
There we are.
Where we parked.
Woo! We've had a few miles we've put on. 2,600 so far. Back in business again. Guy was super cool about it. We called the front desk within probably about 30 to 40 minutes. They came over, swapped it out for a brand new breaker, and got us back on 30 amps. So good customer service right there. He said that the springs, you know, get weak in them. Obviously makes a lot of sense because it's happened to me at my house. So put a brand new one in, stiffer spring, should be good to go. So what do we do when we estimate during our trip that we're gonna run out of Black Rifle coffee?
We Google it.
We go to Bass Pro Shops. We're at Bass Pro Shops in Tampa, and we're gonna run in and try to find some Black Rifle. Wish us luck. I've been really wanting one of these life jackets right here. The ones that you just, you know, put on yourself and then you pull it if something goes wrong. But it was kind of weird because I noticed that they put that right next to the toilet paper. I don't know why. I guess if you do have a boating accident, you probably would want to wipe your butt afterwards. You gonna eat that fish? This is the first time we've actually had like any time to just stop and not be moving and not be on a dead run, not outrunning weather. We've been here for a week. The weather has been sunny and amazing. There hasn't been, knock on wood, one drop of rain. And this is the largest RV dealer in the world. I think, how many units do they have right now?
They said 300, I think.
300 on the lot now?
On the lot.
And they usually have what, thousands?
Yeah, it's a lot more.
I mean, and the thing is 90% of the inventory, maybe even 95%, is sale pending. Honestly, we didn't come here at all to drive away with a new unit. I mean, that little bit of excitement kind of crossed your mind, like, well, what if? But we just came here to look at some models, and I guess the one thing we wanted to do here was to be able to show ourselves and our kids especially, because we know what's out there, but we wanted the kids to see what's out there so that they kind of know that we'll be getting more room, we'll have more space, things will get better. And that we succeeded.
Yeah, there was a couple units that they got excited about, and they liked a few of the loft places that we saw.
Yeah,
so
we saw some different designs. Saw mid bunks, we saw the ones with the bedroom at the back, and then the loft for the kids above. We saw toy haulers.
Montana that had the loft above the master bedroom.
Bunk houses. Everything had sale pending except for one or two that we walked in. This place right now represents probably more than anywhere else the absolute craziness in the RV industry. More than any. Like, this represents everything, and in my opinion, what's gone to heck with it. You know, they're not lying to you. They don't have anything. They can't get anything.
They've even said, like, before they get they're getting a rig in, and that rig, before it even hits the lot here, it's sold. Yeah,
they're sold before they even come into the lot, or they're deal pending. The one unit we looked at was $109,000 for the toy hauler, and it was available, but it was not the model that was right for us, and I'm not going to spend that kind of money. We're not going to spend that money and it not be what we're looking for. But it was $109,000 MSRP, and they said, well, let's go work a deal. And I said, well, if you want to go get some numbers, they came back with $89,000. So $20,000 off MSRP right now during this crazy pandemic time in May of 2021. Without us even throwing anything out there, they came down 20 grand. So if we would have worked that deal, we would have maybe got a few thousand more, maybe 5, I don't know. We left it at that because it wasn't the unit we're really looking for.
Yeah, and they offer a lot of other stuff like 1,000 Trails membership for 260 nights or something like that. So I agree, it does sound like a good place that if you could find the unit that you're looking for, it does seem like an awesome place to buy.
You might want to call ahead or look online of what's on their lot before you come out of your way.
Pay attention to the pending sales.
And another thing he said, June.
I was just gonna say that. In
June, which is a couple weeks away from right now, by the time you see this video, it'll be already passed, they're going up 5 to 10%. Everything on the lot, add 5 to 10%. So if you're looking at a $100,000 unit, add $5,000 to $10,000 to the price tag. Starting in August, they're going up again 5 or 10%. So if you come here in a couple months and you buy a $100,000 rig, expect to pay $10,000 to $20,000 more for it by August. So those are all things to consider, and that's probably going to be that way at about every dealer across the entire country right now. But we're going to go ahead and give you the tour before these gnats drive me nuts. They're not getting her, I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and just give you like a little visual on the outside, and we're getting ready to head to the beach tomorrow.
Yep, we are.
Well, we're standing here at Lazydays in Tampa, Florida, in front of my brand new scooter. One of the things you'll see down there is one of the benefits you get when you do business here. 260 nights of camping, they basically give you a membership for 1,000 Trails, don't they? Yeah, so you get 1,000 Trails with it, and I think it's for what, a year? But basically you have the accessory down there, so you can do all your accessory shopping. Store again looked a little empty. There was a lot in there, but there was a lot of empty space too. I went in there to get a broom. They didn't have one. I mean, not a decent one. Service pavilion, we had no experience there, but I've heard a lot of good things. And I guess you could go in there and get checked in. The service bay area is massive. It's out the back. I don't think we'll be able to get over there now today, but it's a huge area back there. And then you've got the dealership right over here. So that's how it's all laid out. Your salesman will give you a tour of the entire premises, the whole property, showing you all the value. Unfortunately, I would have loved to get that and record it, but we didn't get that because it was pretty late in the day and they were in a hurry to get home. So understandable. We could have probably come back and they would have done that, but that'd be pretty cool. So it should be noted that there is a Cracker Barrel basically in the premises of Lazydays, which is just around the corner, the security gate. And Cracker Barrels are known by RVers as places to boondock. I don't know if you can in this one. I honestly didn't look. I haven't seen any RVs in that parking lot, but you can always check, and maybe that's a thing you could do. And either way, it is a good place to eat, so that's also here. Well, we're just around the corner from the Cracker Barrel, and I wanted to stop and show you part of the sales lot. Specifically, right over here is where they have a lot of the fifth wheel that they showed us, like the toy haulers, and there was literally maybe 4, 5, 6 of them there, and they all had sale pending except one. And that was the one for $109,000 that they came down 20. So basically you can see what the lot kind of looks like. This is obviously the one edge of it, but it is a lot of emptiness all the way across. And there's a few things sitting here and there, but like I said, most of it is all spoken for. This building behind me is pretty cool. This is actually where you drive through when you're going to trade in your unit. They have several lanes, and during the day they have all kinds of units coming through here and the people coming out to inspect them. And I guess like when you're trading in the unit, you bring it here and this is where I maybe you leave it, I don't know, or you come through to get it appraised or something like that. But that's what this is to do. There's a dump station on the other side there as well, and we've got more of the sales lot that kind of wraps around the whole thing. So one of the other things that we'll point out is kind of in the back, just down the road from where you have your unit appraised or whatnot, is the Lazydays Crown Club. Basically what this is people that have paid for units that are over $500,000. So you're looking at the pricey stuff here. So not many people, you know, go in there, but really nice. A lot of Class A's there. And then over here is a lot next to the Crown Club, which is the delivery area back in there. So people who are buying units go in there and they pick them up. I guess they have everything cleaned up and set up ready to go for you. And that is just right over there. And on the other side of that is where the RV resort is. So it's one of the things that's really nice about this dealer is you can come here, do all your business, get everything you need done, and then you can hook up, move your stuff between one unit and the other, and then you've got an RV resort with, it looks like most of the year there's spots open. I think there's 300 sites over there.
Yeah, it's 300.
300 sites. So I mean, it's a huge facility, and that's something that's pretty beneficial if you're doing, you know, business over here. And it looks like the Crown Club has a lot of beautiful shaded sites and lots of empty sites as well in May. So maybe we'll have to buy one of those.
Yeah, I don't think so.
For those that have dogs, I've seen 2 of these right in the middle of the sales area. There's kind of like a little dog walking area. Well, we made it back to the resort. You've got the resort right there. You've got the Exit 10 restaurant, which is pretty neat. It's inside of a kind of an RV or a Class A themed type structure. It's pretty neat. We didn't eat in there. You've got the pool area right over here for swimming, and there's a hot tub. It's pretty nice. And then there's a fitness center somewhere around here, laundry, all that stuff's over there. And of course, then you've got a playground out over there. So again, 300 sites. It's pretty nice, and it hasn't been full the week, a little over a week we've been here. There's been plenty of sites, and I've seen other YouTube channels that have been here, and they've been here in like February and March, and again, there's been plenty of open sites. So maybe this one's not booked up all the time. The prices are pretty good at about 50 bucks a night. You get full hookups, so I mean, you can't beat that. And it's worth mentioning there are 2 fire pit areas up there by the main building, and you can rent golf carts for $40 a day. So we were literally riding out of here, and we caught our salesperson who was heading out for the day since they kind of closed up here. He's like, hey, we got a reflection in. I think it's kind of what you're looking for. And he said, go in past the guard shack, go in there and look. So they don't have a problem, I guess, coming in after hours and peeking around. Long story short, we've got a 2021 Grand Design Reflection 311 bunkhouse or BHS. I'm curious what the pin weight is, but I'm sure that we're a-okay on this one based on the size. So let's go in and have a look. Ooh. We always head into the bunkhouse first. Yeah, it's got 3, kind of a double bunk up here. It's got a fan. It's got the couch, which we kind of talked about taking that out, putting it in storage, and putting more of like a mattress down here or something. We know that this wouldn't be the unit that we would be staying with. It would be like to get us by with our single rear wheel truck for the next 2 years maybe, until things kind of pan out. But it has a half bath here with the fan up there, which is kind of nice. It's not a big bathroom, but just again to have a second toilet and a sink is always a plus. I love the fridge. What do you think of that?
I like the fridge too.
Yeah, it's got a great design, but it is a 12 cubic inch, I'm pretty confident, which is double. Basically, we have one of these. In fact, this one might even be more because it's bigger. This is bigger. Ours is a 6. And I'd say that's a 6 to an 8 just on one side. Mm-hmm. Ooh, pantry. Ooh.
Nice. Lots of storage. This is
Yeah, it's not anything super fancy, but it's pretty darn nice. So it's got the bathroom, the main bathroom in here with the shower. Nice little shower, take care of your business. And I do like this. It has the door going into the bedroom, and it's got a queen. Don't care about having a king. I don't like the king because when you have a king in here, and I know most people probably would like that, they basically go from almost wall to wall, and you don't have room to walk around. And that's something that I want to be able to do, is walk around. So that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. I got a 3-lay in there, but we would put some foam down on here, like foam that so there's not like a gap in all your bedding, so it would feel like a regular bed. So we'd have 2 sleep in there. We'd have 1 up on that bunk and 1 up on this bunk here. You can't get to mommy, can you? No. So we got access to one side of the refrigerator and both freezer. One side of the fridge is a no-go. Alex, don't crawl through there. I'll open it in a minute. But basically you can see that you really can't get back and use any of your space, and this is going to be a common problem with a lot of units. Some of them you can, but this one, not so much. Would love to see the generator already in here, but I know those are hard to come by right now, and they're going for twice the price. But it is looking like it's pre-wired. I also noticed that we've got electric on the stabilizers, the levelers, all the way around, so that's pretty nice. There's 6 of them. And I see that there's plenty of room here, which is really cool, because at least we know we could store our Predator generator in here. The 3500, we could set that in there, and at least that would allow us to do some things. All right, so she's just looking up the figures on here. So here's the other big thing. We need bigger gray water. So what is it?
Well, the good news is the gray water is 87.
It's almost 3 times what we have now at 30 or 33.
The fresh water is 60.
Oh, we'd be going down in fresh.
And the black water is 87.
It's too much. I would never have 87 gallons of black water. To be honest, we have a 30 or something right now, and a family of 6, it takes us 5 to 7 days to fill it. Obviously, I've never waited for it to be full, but we've gone a week. This would be a 2-year unit. I call it a 2-year unit. She doesn't like me saying that, like putting a date.
I don't like time limits with it.
But I'm telling you, like it for us, because our kids are growing so much, it's literally like buying it, and then this would be this would be good for us this year, but we would be shopping for a dually. Like even getting this, I'd shop for a dually, because this, inevitably, the kids are going to get really big. We're going to want to step up to that bigger toy hauler, and I want to get nice bikes, and I don't want them hanging off the bumper, because people deal with them getting stolen. They get, you know, mud, they get water, salt, everything, you know, getting on them. I want to bring all that inside of a toy hauler, but we just cannot do the toy hauler we want with the truck that we have. We need a dually. So we've got to get the dually, and it doesn't matter what trailer we have or we're gonna buy, the dually is gonna cover us. We don't have to worry about pin weight with the dually. Right now we can shop for 3/4 of the 5th wheels out there. The quarter that we can't are mostly toy hauler, because again, toy haulers are designed to be heavy in the front, light in the back, because they're made to have a 1,500 pound or 2,000 pound vehicle brought in, a side-by-side or something like that, and that basically would help take some of the pin weight off, and it's what levels them out. The unfortunate side for us, we're only planning on bringing in bicycles, maybe a scooter, you know, sometime, an e-bike or 2, you know, stuff like that. We're gonna have bikes and maybe one of the blow-up kayaks. We're gonna have very light. We're probably only gonna be bringing in like 200 or 300 pounds at most, and so our toy hauler is gonna be very pin weight heavy for the way we're gonna go. And that screams, you need to get the dually. You have to. The math doesn't lie. We need the dually for the way we're gonna travel. Something like this that has a lot of weight evenly distributed. I don't even know what the pin weight is. Did you see it on there?
I can pull it up. So the payload capacity is 2,810.
Yeah. So you can basically put 2,000, and that's 2,800?
That's the payload. The hitch weight is 2,180.
How much?
2,180.
Yeah, so we're looking at 2,100 pounds, which we can go up to 3,400 with our truck, minus our weight, which we figure our weight to be around 600 pounds. I'm almost, you know, 200. And when you add all the kids and everybody up, our weight, we got to figure about 600 pounds for the 6 people, right? Because we got some that are under 100.
Right.
Dad makes up for it. So you're basically, that brings your number down from 3,400 to 2,800. So your pin weight is 2,800. And this is what a lot of people ignore. And that might be fine and dandy. You might be, you know, like our truck, we can tow 30,000 pounds, but our pin weight is 3,400 pounds. I can go and nerd out on this another time, but this is the reality. And I know people in YouTube comments are gonna say, oh, we tow much bigger than that and we've got a single axle. Again, you gotta look at the math part of it. And insurance, if you get into an accident and you are over your pin weight, you can get into a pretty dicey thing that they decide, hey, you know what, sorry about your accident, or sorry that you weren't even at fault, but we're not covering you because you were over your pin weight, and that could have potentially made it where the vehicle didn't handle correctly. So you need to pay attention to this stuff, and there is no ignoring it whatsoever. So before people beat us up in the comments and say, your 350 will pull anything, it will. It's just the pin weight is what gets it. Now I am noticing here, this has the Lippert on here. I really like the MoreRide setup. So there's a few things that maybe we'd look into having to upgrade and things like that, but it's getting late. And as we always say, all we do is put it in God's hands and see what happens, because it's all you can do. So I mean, I'm excited that there's something here, but at the same time, like, again, we didn't come here planning on riding out of here with something. So we'll throw them the message and let them know, hey, it looks interesting. Get us some numbers, see what happens. Unfortunately, we're supposed to be leaving here tomorrow. We're just gonna see what happens. Well, it's time to leave Lazydays back on the road. Where in the heck did 9 days go? It's actually our longest stay anywhere so far.
Oh yeah.
In a row.
Yeah.
I don't even think we've been up at the hunting property for 9 days in a row. I know we haven't.
Yeah.
It went so fast, and we are not rolling out with a new rig. Although somebody wants to.
I liked it, but I'm at peace with what we have.
We did find out, well, I already knew, but Brandon Ford over here, that's only a few miles away, is the top dealer in the country for volume when it comes to Fords. And they actually have about 20 F250s, but no F350s, no single or rear wheel, no F450s. But they have about 20 F250s sitting there and on their website, and a few that are pre-owned. That is just crazy at this day and age right now during the pandemic. So definitely might be worth checking out. That's only a couple miles away. There's another Ford place right across the street called Gator Ford. So I'll say one thing about coming to Lazydays: everything you need for RVing and truck stuff at volume is going to be right here in a couple mile area. I mean, amazing. And I think that's definitely a valuable thing to find when you're out there trying to look for stuff, especially right now.
Yeah, we met a couple last night that they just bought their rig here, and then they sent them over to Brandon Ford, and they were able to find a truck and get everything hooked up and learn about it in the same spot. So that is convenient.